Welcome to my channel, and thank you for choosing my video to watch. This video is actually part of a longer video that I made about investing in stock market for the beginners under the title Complete Guide on How to Buy and Sell Stocks in Canada Bourse with Questrade. I will also put the link of that longer video in the descriptions below this video. So if you find this video helpful, make sure to check that as well. Also, please make sure to comment and tell me your questions if there is any. I will answer as much as I can, and give me any sort of criticism, positive, negative, and tell me what you think about it. So thank you once again, and without killing time more than this, let's just jump right into the video and see what I've prepared for you. I think Yahoo Finance is, so let me just go ahead and put it on my history because I had it, so it pre-populates. I think Yahoo Finance is one of the best sources to monitor stock market. In any country you are, as soon as you search Yahoo Finance, it will bring up the stock market for your particular country. In Canada, for example, as you can see, it's cafinance.yahoo.com. If you're in Germany, it would be, I don't know, .de. Okay, so to find a stock, first of all, let me tell you that if you have a Yahoo account, it's going to be very beneficial because there are some features that requires you to sign in. So you can, if you don't have, you can just create one. The very first thing you want to do, if you want to search a company, you can go to the search bar and either search its name, like for example, my company, which is Very Good Food, Very Good Food. As you can see, it brings the company listed under different stock markets. So it shows, for example, VRYYF sorry, shows that it's listed under an American stock market. Very.cn shows that it's listed here in Canada under Canadian Securities Exchange, because .cn usually is associated with the Canadian Securities Exchange. And OSI.F shows that this company is listed in Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Okay, .F usually shows Frankfurt, and I think .L is London Stock Exchange. Okay, so that's how you understand where it is. Either you can, as I said, you can put the name of the company, or you can put the ticker symbol. For example, SRU-UN.TO, for example, Smart Center Real Estate. Okay, and when you click, it just shows you the summary of the stock page. So the very first thing that you see is the name and then the ticker symbol of the company, full name. And then you see where it is listed. It says Toronto, okay, because it's .to, so you know that it's listed under Toronto Stock Exchange. Sorry, I need to take some water. Okay. Then you see the price. Usually the big number is the price. After the price, it shows you the dollar amount of gain or loss, which in this case it is -16 loss, and the percentage of gain or loss. Okay, and underneath it shows you the date. So right now it is 3/29. Okay, so there is a little bit of delay. I don't know how much it is, but a couple of seconds or minutes. But so always, if you want to just make sure, you can always look at your broker's website as well as this one. But it's pretty much accurate, okay? And it says market's still open, yeah, because right now I'm in Toronto and markets close at 4. Okay, so let me very quickly go ahead and explain the page that you see in summary. So previous close means the last trade for the last time when the market was closed, which means yesterday. Today's Thursday, so yesterday was Wednesday. So it shows the last trade. Open means the last time that the market was open, which was today. The first trade was done at 26.55. So that is that. And bid and ask Bid and ask are actually, bid is the highest amount that a person is willing to pay for buying a stock, and ask is the lowest price that someone is willing to accept to sell the stock. Okay, that's the bid and ask. And as you can see, it doesn't show the size. Okay, that X sign that you see, 26.17x0, Yahoo doesn't show the bid size and ask size because it's not, as I said, it's not like up to date. Okay, it has a little bit of delay, I don't know, a minute or two, whatever. Okay, days range, it shows the highest and the lowest of the day, you know. Sorry. 52-week range, it shows the highest and the lowest price of the last 52 weeks. And by the way, again, I'm repeating, so if you know, please let me know in the comments why they say 52 weeks. Why don't they say 1 year? It's really a question for me. Okay, because 52 weeks is a year. Volume means the amount of shares being bought and sold, not the amount of shares that the company has issued, the amount of shares being bought and sold. And it has an interval. I think it should be for logically it should be for 1 day, like for example today. Okay, but I think there is an average of maybe 1 month or 3 months. Again, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it shows the amount of share being bought and sold. Average volume is the average of they take an average, they just add up everything and take an average and show it to you here, the average of shares being bought and sold. And I think it's during 1 day. Okay, market cap is the value of all outstanding shares of this company. Beta shows the risk of this particular stock against the whole market. Okay, and as you can see, it says 5-year monthly, so it calculates it 5-year monthly. And very quickly, beta has 5 categories. If it is more than 1, it means that this stock's movement is more than the movement of the market, and it is called aggressive stock. If it is 1, okay, it means that the stock moves with the market. So if market goes up 1%, this stock goes up 1%. Okay. If it is from 1 to 0, or let's say from 0 to 1, it means that the stock is defensive because the movement of the market, its movement is less than the movement of the market. If market goes up, I don't know, 1%, this might go up, for example, 0.45%, you know, that's how it is. If it is 0, if the beta is 0, then it means that the stock doesn't follow the market's movement, okay? Doesn't care about the market's movement. For example, if the market goes down, it might go up. If the market goes up, it might go up again, you know. And the last category is if the beta is negative, if it is sub-zero, which means that the movement of the stock is exactly the opposite of the market. So let's say the market goes up by 2%. This stock particularly goes down 2%. So that is the opposite. That's what beta is. But again, just because I'm not a technical analyst and I don't really care about these numbers, which I'm going to explain in my future videos, I just really, I know what they are, but I don't really care about them. Okay. PE ratio. PE ratio means price to earning ratio. Means it is actually a sign of, like EPS, for example. EPS also, earnings per share, means the amount of earnings that the interest that the company gains for every share. So these two show the profitability of the company, and they also could also represent the predictions or expectations of the investors about the company, okay, what they think. But remember that this, for example, about the EPS, it could be minus. If the company, particularly if the company is new or there has been a market crash. So if it is minus, you shouldn't think that the company is doing bad. Okay, one of the reasons I really don't care about these numbers is exactly because of this. You see, for example, in some IPOs, initial public offerings, or new companies, you see that their EPS is negative. So then you think that, okay, this is doing bad. But it's not like that. It's totally normal for a new company or a company that is surviving from or recovering from a market crash. So that's about P ratio and EPS. Earning state, which in this case it's not clear, means a date that the company releases its earnings report. Forward dividend and yield. Okay, this is really kind of like an interesting subject, because it's good for those people who want to create an income portfolio. So, So, forward dividend means that, and this shows the dividend that the company may pay in the future. But remember, the dividend is something that the company determines. Okay, so they can reduce or increase it at any time. So, here it is. It says, so the dividend that it pays is 1.85, and I think usually it is calculated yearly. So it means that for every share of the company that you buy, they pay you $1.85 per year. Okay, so and the yield is also the same thing, but the percentage of how much you can gain. Okay, they calculate it as a whole, and I'm gonna let you know how you can calculate. But before that, to find out whether the company pays monthly or quarterly, let's go to in the upper section. Let's go to historical data. Here, if you click on forget about time period and everything else, frequency daily. If you click on show historical data, you can see that it gives you two options: dividends only, stock splits. And by the way, stock split means when the company, for example, multiples the amount of shares. Let's say, for example, Apple understands that its shares have reached $2,000. So $2,000 is not something that me and you or average buyers can buy. Okay, so what they do is to divide that by, for example, 500. Then a person who has one share of Apple, $2,000, if you divide it by 500, it's going to give you 4 shares. So the person will still have 4 shares, valuing total of 2,000, but the stock has been split to 4. Okay, which means that now the stock price is, instead of $2,000, the stock price is $500. So this could be more affordable to many people. So many more people can buy the Apple stock. Okay. So what was I talking about? Okay, about the dividends. So to know whether it is monthly or quarterly, all you have to do is to click on dividends only and click on apply. So now you see that the date, it says 25th of February, and the other one is January. So you understand that it is monthly. Okay, because February, January, so sorry, as you can see, it was paid on the last time was paid on August, the other one September, October, November. So this way you understand that it's paid monthly, and it shows the dividend. Usually here you can see the amount but it says 0.154. This shows that every month for each share that you buy from the company, you're gonna get $0.154. Okay, so that's how it is calculated. But let me go back to the summary. In the summary, if you take a look at forward dividend yield, it shows $1.85. Okay, so now that we know that it is paid monthly, all we have to do is to divide this $1.85 by divided by 12. Okay, so let me just bring calculator. Bring a couple of calculators. Okay, so now we say 1.85 divided by 12. So you see, you will reach, forget it, so we're gonna round it, so you're gonna reach the exact same number that we saw when we were doing the historical data, 154. Okay, so every month you'll be given $1.154. Now remember that for calculating the dividend, for the first thing you're going to want to do is to understand whether it's paid monthly or quarterly, and I showed you how you can understand. Okay, now we want to know, for example, if you have $100,000, how much dividends you can get from this company. So all we have to do is to take the price of the stock, 26.15, and then we're going to go back here to the calculator, $100,000, okay, divided by how much was that? 26.15 divided by 26.15 sorry, equals, forget about what's after the dot, we're going to just omit that, 3,824 shares. You can get 3,824 shares. Okay, now what we can do is to take this 3,824, and remember when we calculated this number to be 0.154, so we're gonna multiply this to 0.154. So we're gonna reach 588.89 or 0.90 cents. So for each, so if you have, basically if you have $100,000 and you buy the shares of the company, every month you will be given $588. That's how you can calculate. And there's also another way that you can calculate. But remember, if you can also calculate it with this 185, which is for the 12 months. But whatever you do, you have to just divide it by the time interval. If the time interval is monthly, you're going to divide the whole number by 12. If the time interval is quarterly, you're going to divide it by 4. So let me show you how it is. So now it is 185. So the price is 26.14. Now it's changed. So let's go and put like 100,000 divided by 26.14 equals 38.25. Okay, 38.25 multiplied by 1.85 equals, okay, $7,076, which again you're gonna divide it by 12 months. You see, 588 or 89. Okay, that's as simple as that. Okay, and if you see a little bit of fraction of difference, that's okay. Okay, it's not accurate, but that's the number that you get. So let's go and see how you can calculate the yield. The yield is exactly the same thing, but the calculation is a little bit different. So it's the percentage, 7.02%. So the way you calculate is easy. All you have to do is to go to your calculator, put $100,000 plus, you're gonna click on plus sign, sorry, plus 7.02, then you're gonna click on percent sign. Okay, if it was Apple iPhone, it would show you the percentage, but this doesn't, so you have to then click on equal sign. It shows you after a year your $100,000 becomes 107,020. So it shows you that it will pay you 7,020. So basically 7,020 is your, because if we were gonna, so right now we can deduct your initial investment. So you see 7,020. You can divide it then by 12 because it pays monthly. Okay, you see, as I said, it's not 588 per se, but you have to give it a 5 to 10 digits of margin of error. That is the margin of error that we have, but basically you're going to be given around $580, $590 per month. So that's how you can calculate. Very easy. Okay, so that was about the forward dividend yield. Ex-dividend date is the date, one business day before the company determines the amount of yield that the shareholders can get. That's as simple as that. But there's something very important. If you buy the stock of the company on or after ex-dividend date, no dividend is going to be paid to you. Okay? And the dividend is going to go back to the pockets of the company. So if you want to get the dividend, you must first find this ex-dividend date and then buy all of your stocks before this date. Even if you buy all of your stocks, let's say it is February 25, if you bought it, for example, February 24th, you would still be entitled to get the yield, to get the dividend, although you just hold the stock for a day or 2 days, I don't know. Okay, so that's how ex-dividend date is. 1 year target estimate, the last one. 1 year target estimate is actually done by the computer, so they analyze the market and the stock and say, for example, an estimate of how much it's going to be. Again, it's not accurate, but it's a good thing to have. And about the chart, as I said, I'm actually not a fan of technical analysis whatsoever. I really don't like it. It's a bloody stock. Let's go to my own stock. Let's see what it. Let's see. Yeah, you see. Hopefully, it is green today. It went up by 3 cents. And by the way, I highly recommend you take a look at this stock. It's the only stock that I have in my portfolio, which you're gonna see. And I have my own reasons for that. So I highly recommend you because I think this company is going to explode within the next 1 to 2 years. Okay. Anyway, so let's go back to the chart. In the in the horizontal axis above the chart, you can see the time interval: 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 6 months. YTD means year to date, means from the beginning of the year till now. Okay. 1 year, 5 years, and max. Okay. And if you click on this, I'm not going to click, but this is a little bit, so it can give you kind of settings about the chart, but because again, I'm not a fan of these things, I'm not going to click on this. If you hover around by the mouse, you can see that it shows the time, depending on which setting you choose from the upper axis. Upper horizontal axis. If you choose, for example, 6 months, you see that it shows days. But if you have 5 years, because this company is new, so usually it's so new, it's like I think it's 6 months or 7 months ago it went public. Anyways, but if you choose 5, and depending on the time interval, it's going to show you months. As you can see underneath here in the lower axis, it shows month by month. If you choose, for example, 5 year. If you choose, for example, 6 months, it shows you day by day, okay? So it will change, basically. All I'm trying to say is it will change based on what you choose from the upper axis. And the vertical axis to the right always shows the price, okay? And also there is, as you can see, there's a histogram type of graph underneath that shows the volume, which this is normal. I think this is very normal. It's a very good thing. The volume, it is flat, but there were days that it was not that flat. And volume means the amount of shares being bought and sold. Okay, so that's for the summary about the chart. If you click on the chart, as you can see, it gives you some options. You can add indicators, whatever, but I'm not going to go into that. Okay, the other section is conversation. This conversation is my favorite section because every stock has this conversation forum, and people come in, and those who have bought the company's shares or those who are willing to become an investor, they come here and talk about the company and share their information. So this is very great. As you can see, you can, for example, and it gives you some options. You can, if you click on this, you can arrange by top reactions. So Yahoo itself will find the top reactions based on how many likes they received. Newest reactions, it will show you the latest reactions. For example, Kevin has posted something 4 minutes ago. Recently discussed means the name speaks for itself, means I think it's kind of like the top reaction kind of thing. Okay, most discussed, recently discussed is based on the date, but the one that also has more likes. Most discussed means something that is mostly discussed. I don't know their Yahoo criteria based on which it shows this, but oldest reaction, as the name suggests, shows the oldest comment that a person has had, which the oldest comment is from Jordan 9 months ago. Okay, so I always choose the newest reactions. Now here you can put your comment. For example, I will comment such a green day today. Okay, and let me give some hope to the kids here. Okay, and if you choose GIF, you can also put I don't know, whatever you want. So I put green. Okay, let me choose. My favorite one is this one. So if I click on this, it will post, but I don't know why there were some option. Yahoo, I think, has taken it away from me, or I don't know. You could say whether you feel bearish or bullish or neutral on the stock. But now I'm just gonna click on post, and so that's how your post is actually done. Okay, and people can react. People can either dislike or like or reply. Okay, it's very simple. So this is about the conversation. Statistics, it shows you the statistics, the nitty-gritty details of any stocks. Okay, which again, I don't really am into these things. Historical data we talked about. What's important is in historical data is if you want to know the company pays dividends monthly or yearly, it shows you here dividends, and you have to click on apply. So this company Very Good Food or Very.cn does not pay dividends. That's why you don't see anything. Let's go to stock split. We didn't have any stock split, but if you go for Apple, for example, you can see a couple of stock splits. Okay, profile here is a very, very beneficial page. You can get information about the company. As you can see, their address, their phone number, sector, the sector that they work, consumer defensive, I don't know, industry, packed foods, full-time employee. You can see information, and if you scroll down, you can see key people in them. Mr. Misha Scott, which is the co-founder and CEO and director. Mr. James Davison, a co-founder, chief R&D officer and director. Okay, so, and here's the map about the company and a description about the company. Okay, so that's for the profile. Financials, if there's any financial report or whatever, you can see them here. Balance sheets, I don't think if it shows balance sheet, but you can go to their website, cash flow and stuff. Sorry, let me take some water. Apologize me for these dry coughs. Analysis doesn't show anything, but as the name suggests, it should give you some analysis about it. Options I'm not a fan of. So I really don't care. Options and warrants I'm not a fan of. I'm just a fan of stock, buying stock, and I'm a long holder. Okay, holders, it shows major holders. So for example, it says 28.61% of shares of this company, Very.cn, is held by all insiders. 0.05% held by institutions. Percent of float held by institutions. I think float means the one that they buy and sell. I mean the percentage of the stock that institutions buy and sell. One number of institutions holding shares. Okay, just one institution holds. And there's a mutual funds that holds this, Global Investors Fund. I don't know what it is. Okay, and sustainability. I think it's related to the environmental information about the company, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that's about it. That's about this whole section. Here's a question: why it is 0? It shouldn't be 0. I mean, let me just refresh the page because I'm not understanding why it's 0. It's still like 5 minutes to 4, but Yahoo doesn't show. Maybe my internet, there's a problem in my internet, I'm not sure. Okay, but anyways, seems that the market's closing. Okay, so the other things about, let's go to the upper section. We don't care about finance home news. You can get news about the company. Okay, and also if you scroll down when you're on the summary page, you can see all the news and press releases of the company here. Okay. Sorry, all of them are released here. Okay, so let's go again to the top. So finance home news video watch lists. If you click on, it doesn't show anything. I just don't understand. This is not working. This is actually not working. If you want to add your watch list, you have to go to your portfolio. Here's where you can add your watch lists. Okay, when I click on my watch list, you can see my gains and losses. So it says from the very beginning, and it includes your initial investment as well. So all of my assets is right now, and I said I have only one stock, which is Veri.cn, is 176,100. Okay, it shows my day gain. So my day gain has been $299, nearly $300, and the percentage plus 17%. Total gain, here's where you can see your gross total gain without your initial investment. So total gain for me was 126,611, which is less. Oh, okay. So the market is why is it showing this way? I just don't understand. Okay, it changed. And anyways, it shows the percentage also, maybe because of the market closure, but it is still, my watch shows me 3:57 p.m. So why it's doing this? Let's refresh the page. Yeah, let's refresh the page and go to summary. No, go back to, if you want to go back to the stock, all you have to do is come here and click on this sign. So no, hopefully the market hasn't closed. If you see, usually Yahoo tracks up to 3:59. It doesn't show 4. I have never seen it show 4. As of 3:59 will be the last thing. But anyways, let's go back to my portfolio, my watch list, to show you how you can create watch list. Sorry, again. So by the way, as you can see, this is stock. If you go to the summary of this stock, you can see that there was a time, I think 2 months ago or whatever, that it reached nearly 9.5. Now it is, now let's go to the summary. Let's go to the summary. Now it is 5.87. I bought, my average is 165, so I bought when it was 165. I bought 30k share of it. So if I were to sell my stock when it was 9.5, I could make I don't know, nearly 220, 230 in gains, including my own initial investment. It would be around 300, around, if I want to round it. But I didn't do it because I have my own reasons. So if you want to know, you can subscribe, and I will make a video about very good food and why I didn't sell. Okay, anyway, let's go back again to my watch list. Okay, if you want to add, here you have to do it manually because it doesn't follow. It's not like you're a broker, so you have to click on add symbol, and here you can, for example, let's say add on something. Let's say I like Ryokan, -un.to. Okay, so right now I have added this. So I can what I can do is to is 2, for example. How can I? Okay, so I have added this. If I go to my holding, you see that it doesn't show anything. Okay, I can now edit this, but how? Add lot. Yeah, here's where you can easily tell Yahoo how much you bought of the company. So first, what you have to do, so let me just go ahead and let me go ahead in the summary and delete this. Okay, delete symbol, confirm. Just to show you once again, all you can do, I think, yeah, you can do this in any page that you are, whether in summary or my holdings. So let's go click on add symbol. Let's add it again. Okay, REI dash. Okay, so we've now added. Let's go to my holdings now and click on add lot. So when you click on add lot, let's say for example today, which is March 11th, let's say today I bought how many shares? Let's say for example, I don't know, 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares cost, how much was it? Let's say I bought it for $20. Okay, so these are the numbers that you can give Yahoo and it will calculate your gains based on that. Okay, so it says your market value, it says your gain and everything. So you don't necessarily care about annualized gains and stuff like that. All you have to do, do not touch this. So in the notes you can put the notes you want, but do not touch high limit and low limit, whatever. Okay, it gives me an error. Why? Let's go find out. REI, open, let's see. Oh, ring energy. No, I don't want this. So no, let me just go ahead and remove this. So I go to summary, and I remove this. Okay, so I click on REI and then I remove. So what I'm gonna do is to delete symbol, and after I click on confirm, it's gonna be deleted. Okay, so now I'm gonna add Ryokan. I just wanted to add Ryokan, REI dash UN.TO. That's what I wanted to add. Okay, 19.23. Okay, so let's go to my holdings. Let's go to add lot. Here's where you can add lot. Let's put the date for today. Number of shares 1,000. Cost per share 19.23. 19.23. Okay, so based on what you, and I can put notes, and I don't really touch anything else. Okay, so that's how it is. That's as easy as that. You can just add how much, but why it doesn't calculate? So that's a question. Daily gain, total gain, because I put the date for today. Let's go and change the date. Let's say I bought it in February 2020. Okay, let's say I bought it 2020, whatever date. So now it calculates, right? Now it tells me how much my gains was. So that's how you can easily add or remove. Let me go to summary again to remove this, because I don't want it to be. Okay, confirm. Okay, so now as you can see, let me just explain a little bit about what you see here. The last price of the last price, depending on the time that you look at the market. If it is after markets, you're gonna see the last price when the market closed, but if it is during the market hours, you're gonna see just the last price. Change, as you can see, changes. Okay, the percentage of change, like how much gain or loss you had. Currency CAD, which means Canadian. Market time, it shows the time right now. Volume, it shows the amount of the volume per day. Here it shows per day. Okay, the amount of shares of this company being bought and sold. Shares, it shows the amount of shares that I have. Okay, it says 30K. Average volume, again, the average volume, as you can see, it says 3 months. It just shows you for the past 3 months. Okay, So for the past 3 months, the average volume of very good food has been 423,714. Day range, highest and lowest of the day, and 52-week range means the highest and lowest for the last year, which I don't understand why they say 52 weeks. Please let me know, because 52 weeks means 1 year. Day chart, it shows you a mini chart, and market cap. So market cap, as I said, is the value of all the shares, of all outstanding shares of a company. Okay? So based on your portfolio, just because I have one stock in my portfolio, it shows the news about the portfolio, about your portfolio. Just because I have, it shows only about the very good food company. But if I had more stocks, it would be showing news from other companies as well. Okay? Now, I told you how you can add. That's how you can add. So if you go to my holdings, for example, now you can see when I added and how much I bought. Okay. So very first one was 15th of September. I bought like 27,866 shares. And by the way, it was my first time. Sorry. So as you can see, the lot of my order was 27,866. So I didn't know that I had to put like, you know, the lot of the order should be something multiple of 100. Okay, so that's, you know, it may incur a lot of ECN fee. Cost per share was 1.65. But anyways, I think I did it. I think I bought like 27,800 in that same day, and I also bought another 66 in the same day. So I didn't put it together. Hopefully this was something I knew, because they told me before that the lot of my order should be a multiple of 100 in Questrade to waive ECN fees. Okay, as you can see, the cost was 1.65. Market value, whatever, day gain, total gain, it just shows for this particular lot. Okay, and the high and low, I didn't touch anything. So the second time I bought this, I actually did an average down, which means when the price decreased to 150, I bought another 2,000 shares. Okay, 30th of September. Okay, so for this lot, the market value is 11,000 something, and then it shows the day gain and total gain. And as you can see, the last lot that I had, I bought 134 on 12th of November 2020, and the price was 3.8. Okay, so it shows how much I gained for that last lot. This is a very, very handy feature of Yahoo Finance. I actually like it more than Questrade itself. Anyways, so that's how you can add, and by clicking on this arrow type of thing, you can just bring this and see it. Okay. Fundamentals, I really don't know what they are. Market cap, average volume, EPS, forward P, dividends, forward annual rate, forward dividends. So these are the fundamentals. These are some of the statistics you can see. Okay, I'm not gonna go and talk about them. Create new view. If you click on create new view, you can, for example, select to show you symbol, exchange, percentage of change, average volume for 3 months. So these are the things that you can play with and learn yourself. Okay, I don't think if there's anything remaining here that I can talk. As you can see in the top right, you can do create another portfolio. You can print this, you can import portfolio or export portfolio, and you can go to the settings. If you want to play with settings, it's very easy. So let's go back to see if there's any. So in the top part, S&P is the one that I talked about. So it's basically S&P TSX is the one that they take, for example, I don't know, 500 of the top companies, and they index their losses and gains. S&P 500 is for the United States. DOW, Dow Jones, CAD USD, the difference between of these two currencies, crude oil, as you can see, Bitcoin. Wow, Bitcoin is 72,000. It used to be, when I arrived in Canada, it used to be, I think, 500 or something. Only if I had bought, but who knows? The stock market is all about not knowing the future. The beauty and the sweetness of the stock market is you don't know anything about the future. Who would have thought that, you know, a cryptocurrency like this could reach $72,000? Anyways, and you can click on this arrow to get anything. But remember that now it says, you see, Canada market's closed, so it tells you that it's closed. What else? My portfolio. Oh, my screeners. Okay, in this section, if you go to my screeners, equity screener, here, if you go to equity screener, here's where you can, for example, imagine you want to find all the stocks under $1 in Canada, all of them. Okay, here's for you. You go to my screeners and equity screener. Okay, mutual funds, you can find mutual funds. ETF, you can find ETFs. Okay, so equity screeners, region is United States. Region is chosen automatically. I mean, the default is United States, so you're gonna go type Canada. So we're gonna type Canada. That's it. And you have some criteria. For example, you can arrange them by market cap, small cap, mid cap, large cap, whatever. You can also determine the price. You can, if you click on the price, you can say less than greater than an amount. So for example, you can say all the stocks above $1. Less than means all the stocks, for example, is below that particular number. Let's say below $1. Equals means only show me the stocks that equal $1, nothing more, nothing less. And between, you can say, for example, stocks from $1 to $5. Okay, so let's go, for example, to choose less than $1. You can add sector if you want. You can add industry if you want. You can add another filter. If you click on add another filter, it gives you a lot of more options based on average volume, based on beta, based on 52-week price, high, low. Okay, these are things that you need to play with them so you learn. Sorry. So now if I click on find stocks, it should show me stocks that all of them are under $1, as you can see, under $1. Okay, let's see how many it found. 1,914. Okay, and you can click on each, and you can, for example, check each of them, and you can add to portfolio easily. After clicking on each one of them that you want, you can just come here and add to portfolio, which I'm not going to add. Okay, you can also see the heat map. Heat map is also showing you all of them like this. Okay, so let's go back to now. So let's go back to the amount and choose equals $1. Let's see what it gives us. So it shows you all the stocks in Canada that equal $1. That's how you can find stocks. If you are looking for example, penny stocks under 5 cents, here's for you. Okay, let's say, for example, under, let's say greater than, less than, for example, 5 cents, 0.05. Okay, these are the stocks under 5 cents. That's how easy you can find. Okay, so let's go to the upper menu section. There's nothing that I see. Market data, calendar, stocks, losers, stocks, most winners, market data, industry news, currency converter. Let's go to currency converter. So in currency converter, does it show us? Okay, so how come it doesn't show anything? I really don't know. It should show you basically. I clicked on currency converter, it doesn't show. Okay, here it is. So for example, you can convert, let's see how much 1,000 Canadian dollar to US. 1,000 Canadian dollar equals 798.70 US dollars. That's how you can use this currency converter, and also you can see the chart. I mostly use Google for converting, currency. Anyways, and when you go to the home, when you go to finance home, it shows you the news, the latest news, actually, definitely. In the right part, it shows you your recently viewed stocks, cryptocurrencies, the differences of currencies, trending tickers, the ones that people, that have, that people buy and sell a lot, okay? Stocks most actives, the ones that have been most active, as it says. Gainers that were all green. Losers, all of them were red. Mutual funds. Futures is future trades, okay? So again, this one is for very, very professional people. I don't really care about all these things, but just so you know, okay? So that's about it. In the next section, we're going to be taking a look at the iPhone Stocks app, which exactly shows you the same information from Yahoo Finance.